Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, welcome to our Zoom tonight. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in ages because of this snow and cold and ice and whatever else is happening, this apocalypse or whatever is going on outside. But so a Zoom it is again. So I know you out-of-towners were excited. Tammy was so excited today. So she's thankful for these Tuesday night Zooms. And there's Natalie. I'm sure she is too. And Sean, he's on here. All you out-of-towners, excited to have you guys. So let's get right into it. We will be talking business building tips. And so I'm going to be I have a couple kind of different areas that I'm going to touch on. But I want to get your guys' kind of your feedback. I want to have you guys engaged in each one of these topics. I want to know, like, if we're talking about time management or we're talking about consistency or something, I want you to let us know if that's something that you struggle with. I want you to let us know if that's something that, you're like, gosh, if I could just, nail that down or get the hang of that I think I could really get the ball rolling in this. Your leader and your upline wants to know what you need help with, you guys. And as crazy as that sounds, but they need to know what you need for them to help you. So that's what I kind of want to try to do tonight is I'm going to go through all of this, but I want to know as we're going along and say, if Nicole's like, you know what, that's something I really, really struggle with. Can you give me feedback? This is what I'm currently doing. What can I do to change that? What can I do to improve that? What can I do? So please be loud on this Zoom tonight so we can get questions answered. And then leaders, please put in your feedback as well. So, okay, so I'm going to start really quick with Denise has her 30-day push group going on right now. And our team has been extremely successful with it. It has been a huge hit for our team. And I'm super excited for those people that are in it because I've seen their numbers just explode. And I've seen belief and confidence grow in these people that a month ago, they weren't really sure. I've seen people like Courtney, for example, she over in Germany, her numbers are insane this month. You guys, she's our top enroller on our team right now. And she's plugged into that push group on every task. And I know a lot of you guys are too. So just a heads up though, there will be a February task. I've been hearing, I'm not going to say 100%, but there's going to be a February task group, wink, wink, is what I've heard. So on the 20th of this month, we're going to start opening it up. I believe that's what Denise said, and adding people in. So if your people did not get in on the January 1, you're going to want to get them in on the February 1. And make sure that they are responsible for getting themselves in there. So, so then that way they're not left out. I had some people that said they filled out the form, but didn't get added in, but Denise want to add them in. And I know Taylor did too. So let's make sure to get everybody added in as soon as it's posted. Let's get you in so we can get you going. So I think we'll have like 10 days to add everybody to it. So again, February 1st, the next push group will start. Another thing that I want to keep you on your radar is Mark, Mike, and Pam. We keep talking about the 4 loyal customers, you guys. It's going to go towards whatever promotion is going on at conference. You need 4 personally enrolled loyal customers, and then the rest you can place or move. So if you don't have 4 personally enrolled loyal customers, you need to make sure you have 4 under you. And this month and next month count towards whatever is going on at conference. So they're going to backdate the conference promotion all the way to January 1st. Okay. So think about that for a second. Those people that have been to conference, we all kind of knew that, January was good. It was a boom to the month, but we've never, ever, ever had a January like we're having right now. And I'm going to tell you that. Do you know why? Because everybody is focused. This January is different than any other one because most of the time people just wait for conference. They wait for the promotions. They wait for the bonuses. They wait for everything coming out. This team and this company has been running since January 1st. And I told this to our leaders probably 5 times this month, but I feel like it's month end every day this month. And so it's exciting, right? It's exciting. It's fun. It's the adrenaline rush. It's that, oh my gosh, I need to follow up with these people and these people. And, oh crap, I got to go make dinner. And it's that busyness where you're like, it's first quarter. Welcome to first quarter if you have not been a part of it, because the craziness is just the beginning. So again, remind you that, yep, Hannah, 4 personally enrolled loyal customers under yourself before you move them. So that is your number 1 goal this month, 4 loyals. Now, if you're promoting, make sure you know where you're at, because if you promote this month, you guys, it'll go towards the conference promotion. Heads up. So Don't wait till next month to push that for that promotion. If you're close right now, or you're 1 distributor away, 2 distributors away, or volume away, push for it this month. Make it happen this month, because again, everything is backdated to January 1st. And then the third thing I want to say is we have a huge announcement coming for this team after conference, a little that you guys don't know about it. And it's cool because you won't know about it for like 3 weeks, but there's something coming. So just a heads up, there's something coming. And I'm the worst at keeping secrets, but I won't tell you guys this one. But I'm so excited. So same thing, Bobby. There will be a promotion and a bonus. So you want to promote. That's all I'm going to say. You want to promote. This is promotion season. Anybody that's promoted in January, February, March, April, and May, they know there's put the gas to the pedal. This is promotion season. So, sorry, I'm trying to chew up this thing really quick so I can stop being annoying. Okay. So, now let me tease you guys a little bit. Oh, and then One Team, One Mission coming up next month. That's the other thing. Our leaders, we will start planning that here shortly, trying to get conference stuff all done with, and then we'll start planning the One Team, One Mission. If you have a product story, before and after picture, testimony, we want to see that. We want to have that. We want to have you on interview up on stage at the One Team, One Mission. So please let us know if you have something, whether it's hair, skin, and nails, whether it's greens, Convienza, wraps, whatever it may be, a good before and after. Let's see it. So, yeah, what Tony said. So let's roll into it. If you guys have any questions about all of that, besides what else is coming, you're not going to get the answer, but everything else you have the answer to. So, okay, number one, I've heard this a lot about like interaction and engagement. So, actually, rewind. We're going to go this way first. Back up. Forget what I just said that. Okay, number one, I want to know by a show of hands, who has their steps to success printed off for this month? Be honest. If you don't, it's okay. You're not going to get shunned or turn off the Zoom or anything. Okay. This is the first thing you should do on the first of every month. You can ask any leader within this company, the one thing that they do at the beginning of every month is print off a new steps to success. Okay? Oh crap, my binder's out on the table. I was going to show you mine. Steps to success is so crucial for this business because it is what moves and shakes our business every single month. So step one of the steps to success is joining the party, right? We've all done that. We've all done that. So we got to focus on step 2 and step 3. Step 2 is sign 4 loyal customers, and step 3 is sign 3 distributors. You guys are going to all think I'm crazy, but ask anyone that has done this and then proven that it works is if you write down your loyal customers when you sign them and write down your distributors as you sign them, you're going to sign more. Do you know why? Because you're going to see that goal visually. You're going to see how much closer you are to your next goal. Or say you've signed 2 loyal customers this month, you're going to see, okay, crap, I need 2 more. And then I need 3 distributors. That is your sole focus. But let me tell you this. If you don't sign distributors and you're only signing loyal customers, you're not a failure. You're not succeeding. You're not doing whatever. It's just a track to just help you stay on track, okay? It's just a paper to show you that this is where I'm at, this is where I'm going. So physically print off a steps to success every single month, a brand new one, and fill it in every month, okay, as you're going. Step 2, or the next thing is print off your chart. Your steps to success and your chart should be the 2 things that you print off on the first of every month. If you do not know where you're going within your chart or within your steps to success, you're not going to go anywhere. You can say that I am Ruby all month long and just go throughout the month signing people, but it doesn't mean anything, you guys, unless you put things on paper. As silly as that sounds, when you look at that Ruby chart, you have a clear vision of what you need, right? 5 distributors. Now you're going to start thinking of those 5 people that you want on your team, right? You're going to start thinking of people that maybe want more income or want to stay home with their babies or pay off debt. You're going to start thinking that. If you don't have those 5 people in front of you at all times, how are you supposed to get there? How are you supposed to achieve that goal? So getting yourself organized, the first of every month is my organization day for the entire month, always. The first of every month. I get out my steps to success. I print off my chart. I do a couple other things, like my time management calendar, make sure my leads. I do a lot of stuff, a lot of different things, but I try to get myself on track. Do not, and I repeat, do not try to organize yourself all throughout the month, because it won't happen. It won't. While you're trying to work and follow up and do your parties and blitzing and you're not organized, nothing is going to, number one, seem fun. And number two, you're going to be just stressed out. You're going to be all over the place, scatterbrained all the time. Ask any person on this Zoom that has been in this business for some time that the months that they were organized versus the ones that they weren't. Speaking from example, the ones that I wasn't organized, I was scatterbrained. I was stressed out. I wasn't sleeping good. I was just like, okay, I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to work. And everything was all over the place. And I'm not saying that you have to be tedious of do this, do this, do this, do this. I'm saying your steps to success, your chart, and your leads in one area. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying to be some psycho organized person like I am. You don't have to be like that, because Tani's not. And we talk about that all the time. And there's plenty of these leaders, Taylor and Kayla and Kendra. These girls have done it, you guys. And everybody, all of us are different. I know every one of us are different on here in the way we organize things and do things, but find your groove and your system that works for you. But you got to do it every single month. Your organization from December does not count towards January. Your January organization doesn't count towards February. You've got to get reorganized, refocused every single month, because your goals will start to change every month. If you're growing, your goals are changing. If you're not growing, your goals are staying the same. So you got to reevaluate where you're at with your organization, okay? So number one, again, was print your steps to success. Number two was printing out your chart. And number three, having your leads. All three of those things in one area. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, this is the first tip that we are going to take this word out of our vocabulary tonight. I don't want to see it on the team page. I don't want to see it on a team Zoom. I don't want to see it in conversation, nothing ever again. And if I ever say it, I'm doomed, because I hate this word. This word makes me cringe. And I know a lot of other people feel the same. Who hates, this is a word I hate. I will say that. Who hates the word, I will try to do this. I will try to message 5 people. I will try to get on the Zoom. I will try to get to the party. I'll try to get on the corporate call. I'll try to get on the Show Me the Money call. You know what? I'll try to make it to Starbucks to meet up with you. You don't try. It's either you do it or you don't. I mean, you either blitz somebody or you don't. You can't try to blitz somebody. You can't be like, hey, do you want to try that? Oh, never mind. You don't. I mean, it's either, hey, have you heard of that Crazy Rat thing? Hey, can I give you a coupon? You finish the sentence, right? You either try or you don't. Remove the I will try out of your vocabulary tonight, okay? There's no more. It's either you do or you don't. You blitz or you don't. You do a party or you don't. You get plugged in or you don't. If I hear the word, oh my God, this makes me just want to, I will try to get on the team Zoom tonight. Oh my God, my ears burn and cringe when people say that. You're going to try? How do you try to get on? Are you typing in the ID number and then you all of a sudden just can't get in? Are you logged in and you see everybody there and then you just how do you try? I don't get that. I don't know. I don't get that. So I saw some of you guys raise your hand about you don't like that word either. So let's remove that from our vocabulary, okay? No more. Yes, me too, Taylor. No more. Done. No more I will try. That's enough. It's either you will or you won't, bottom line, okay? So from now on, you're going to write your goals down with confidence. You're not going to, I'm going to try to sign 4 loyal customers this month. It's, I'm going to sign 4 loyal customers this month. I'm going to try to sign 3 distributors this month. No more. It's, I will sign 3 distributors this month. I'm going to try to get plugged in once my babies go to bed. No, you're not. You're going to put your baby to bed and you're going to get on the Zoom. Okay? This was oh my God, I could probably punch my own self in the face for this, because I always said, I'm going to try to go to the gym tonight. I'm going to try to, eat healthy today. I'm going to try to go to Twigs and have a salad. That doesn't happen. You want the gorgonzola fries and the Moroccan beef and the mojito. You want everything, right? So that's just a BS story that you keep telling yourself, that I'm going to try to eat healthy. I'm going to try to take the products. How do you try to take a product? Do you put a Combien in your mouth and spit it back up? You don't try to be a product of the product. You either are or you're not, bottom line. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. So I told myself, It was like December 23rd. And I was like, enough is enough. I will go to the gym. I will get healthy again. I will, make better choices, this and that. Get rid of the try, okay? Because it's you do or you don't, bottom line. Just like when people say, I will try to be successful. I'll try this. And if it doesn't work, well, it's not going to work, right? When people get started in this business and they say, I'll try to post on Facebook. I'll try to send some messages out tonight. Do you think they really will? No, they won't. Hey, Bobby, I'm glad you posted that. Owning up to that, owning up to holding yourself accountable. That was my biggest thing is I kept trying to figure out what was that missing puzzle piece to myself and my life and my business. And I was like, well, business is good. My family's good. But I knew there was something in my heart, you guys, that was just missing. And over the past 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks now, I've just been happier. I've been happier. I've been more energized. I've just been happier mom. I've been a better wife. I'm with it, 100% with it. And I realized that I had to take care of myself before I could fill anybody else's cup up. There was no more trying to be healthy. It was, no, enough is enough. You fill your own cup before other people. Tanya just said, you replace the I will try with either I will or I won't, or I am or I'm not will be a big eye opener for you. Yes, I love that. So as you're writing down your goals, I will not sign 4 loyal customers. What? Come on, guys. Take it out. I will. Really quick before I move on, Nicole, I saw you had your hand raised and then you lowered it. Did you want to add something into that?
Sorry, my finger wasn't unmuting. I just saw this Zoom with Sarah Bradenton. Probably it was in the summertime, but she was basically kind of going off of what you were saying. She can't do it. You have to legit say, I'm going to pick my phone up and pick it up. And I'm going to message people. And, it was just kind of going off what you were saying. But Sarah Rankin did a live Zoom on that not too long ago.
I'm going to go watch that. I like her. I didn't see that. So I'll have to go watch that. Thank you. So really quick before we move on to the next part is, so if you're seeing results and you're putting customers in the system or putting distributors in the system, you're not trying, you're doing it. You're taking action. Action is behind the success. Action is behind sealing the deal. Action is behind getting on the Zoom. You didn't try to get on the Zoom tonight. You got on the Zoom tonight. All 40 of you got on. You didn't try to get on. You knew you were getting on. You planned out your night, whatever, to get on. And that's the other thing that drives me up the freaking wall. So up the wall, it's not even funny. If you know you have a 7:30 Zoom, why do you start cooking dinner at 7:20? Why? There's a Zoom at 7:30. Why do we do that? Oh my God, it drives me insane. Or when somebody's like, oh, I have to go work out or take a shower. I don't know. I'm just making up something. And they go do it at 7:15, but then expect to be on the Zoom at 7:30. And I'm so sorry, my workout went till 8:15. Well, of course it's going to go till 8:15 if you want to get something good in. So enough with the planning out. Yes, put it on speakerphone. Put it on speakerphone. Just like the corporate calls, just like Show Me the Money or the Sunday Night calls, there isn't a way to be successful. It's getting over yourself, getting over the excuses, getting over the I will try, and saying I will do it. I will do it. I will make it happen. Now, it's a little bit different if you have to work or, you have prior commitments or whatever. I get that. And I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm meaning the excuses of I fell asleep or I'm tired or whatever. No, this is going on. This is on your calendar. Make it happen. Okay? So the next part is when writing your goals down. Okay, we're going to talk about writing your goals down. So when you're writing your goals down, and if you know that you need, so say those of you that are going, raise your hand if you're going Ruby this month. How many Rubies do we have going this month? Tiffany, Bree. Okay, I'm sure there's more of you. I can only see 20 of you. So put in the chat if you're going Ruby. I want to know what you are claiming and it's going to happen this month. I want to know in the chat. And if you're not promoting, feel free to put in the chat too what you're going after and what's going to happen. But I want to talk a little bit about breaking things down. Because oftentimes we have our goals written down at the beginning of the month, and then I'm guilty of this 100%. The 15th of the month, oh shit, I better start working towards that goal. It happens to all of us. It does. And those months where you're not organized, and those months where you're not with it and focused and know where you're going and things are written down, things don't happen. Things happen by choice, you guys. They don't happen by chance. They don't happen by, well, let's hope I go Ruby and sign 5 distributors and get 1,600 in volume. Let's just hope it happens. I'll try to make it happen. No, you do make it happen, okay? The action is behind the doing. So if you're going Ruby, that's 5 distributors. Say that you've signed 1 distributor so far this month, okay? That means you know you need 4 more distributors. You need 4 more distributors. So how can we break that down? So it's the 17th of the month, and I don't know how many days are in this month. 31 days in this month. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so about 15 days left. Okay, we're about halfway through. 14 if you don't count today. So we're about halfway through. So if you think about that, I want you to get very clear. Oh, Raven, look at you go. Getting clear about what you have left. So if you need 4 distributors left, that means, okay, this is what I need to bring in weekly. So if you divide it up over, say, the next 3 weeks, that's going to be about a distributor and a half. Well, let's just say 1 or 2 for 1 week, and then 2 for each other week, okay? So statistics showed, now I'm not saying just your typical, I want you on my team, join my team, I think you'd be good at what I do. I'm not saying that verbiage, because we can send that out 5,000 times without getting a yes, okay? I'm talking 1 out of 10 people sign, 1 out of 10, that you get on the phone, get in front of, or have a party for. Okay, and I don't think that's by accident. This is the, hey, Leslie, listen, I know we've been talking. I really want you on my team. I know you'd be good at what I do. Let's talk. You know, let's talk for a minute. I love you. Just acting it out. Let's talk for a minute. Let's go a little bit more in depth about the business. I have found that loyal customers, they really don't care a whole lot to know and everything about it, right? We can almost get them in and out. I signed 2 loyal customers in 5 minutes before this Zoom, and they were leads that I've had for about a month. And I was like, she's like, hey, here's my information. I was like, oh, hey, good to hear from you. Like, it was so random. But I have a distributor that I've been talking to for almost 6 months now that hasn't joined. And I know a lot of people are like that. Like, we can put the loyal customers in right away, and the distributors take a little bit more time, right? People want to know if you're taking this seriously. People want to know what's your next move? What's your next step? What are you up to? What is this business doing for you? What can it do for them, right? People are always wanting to know, what is it? What are they in it for themselves, right? So that being said, 1 out of 10, getting the actual opportunity in front of them. That means directing them to an opportunity call. That means getting them on a wrap party an online wrap party that we have. That means getting them to a team training, getting them on a 3-way call with your upline, getting them doing a one-on-one coffee date. I would love to know, raise your show of hands, how successful your coffee dates are over texting. Mine are about 100% rate every time I meet up one-on-one, right? I mean, we can almost guarantee that if they're going to schedule that, they're going to ask the questions, you're going to get more in depth, and you're really going to be able to connect, right? People join with you because they trust you. People join with you because they don't join with you because they know Mike, Mark, Pam, and we have over 40 products, and our compensation plan is great. You can say that. People join because of you, okay? Remember that. So if you're not signing people, are you even delivering that message? Are you taking that next step further to say, hey, do you want to meet up for coffee? Or, hey, do you want to have a play date with the kids? I know I haven't really been able to connect with you. I have a girl that I'm like, I am getting nowhere in this conversation. And she wants to join. And I literally want to be like, okay, girl, enough. Like, can you just give me your info? Let's do this. But it's not quite there yet. So I offered tonight, I was like, hey, can we please meet up for coffee this week? I would really love to just sit down and chat with you. If you can't do that, you can pick up the phone and call them, right? Or better yet, call your upline. That was one of my favorite things. I was like, hey, Ashley, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you talk to my potential distributor? I will promise you 100%, your upline that's on this Zoom tonight, they will talk to your potential with you. I promise you, 110%. They will make time. They will cancel out their follow-up for the night to talk to your potential with you. You've got to ask. You've got to utilize your resources and ask. And I'm not good at that. I'm not good at asking for help, per se. I'm not good at being like, hey, can you help me on my Zoom? And can you do this and can you do that? And Denise posted the other night, she was like, if you guys want a Zoom with Mike or with Pam or with me, you got to ask. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, no, why can't I just ask? Well, I mean, they're saying, hey, come to me. Just like every one of your leaders are on this Zoom tonight. Come to me. We want to hear from you. We want to know how you're doing. We want to know what your struggles are. We want to know what your success is. If you send us a novel of how your day went, awesome. We want to hear from you. Same with your potential distributors. If you're not signing distributors, there's a reason. There's a reason. So back to that 1 out of every 10 that you get the business opportunity solid in front of, not just the, I think you'd be good at what I do. That means you need to be talking to at least and presenting at least 10 people a week the opportunity. Okay? Not the random message of I think you'd be good at what I do. You can send that because I do. That's my lead message. But you either pick up the voice message, get them on the phone, or get them face-to-face. Okay? Seal the deal. Seal the deal. Now, again, if you can't do face-to-face, pick up the phone with your upline. I promise you they'll do it, you guys. I promise you. Take advantage of it. So, let's see here. And so going off of that, you can't just say, I want to hit Ruby. You have to track your goals weekly and monthly. Evaluate where you're at right this very second. I would love to know those of you that are on track right now with your goals and have reached so far this month what your goal was. I'd love to hear it in the chat. Those of you that want to own up to not having your goals reached, but are going to change that, I'd love to hear that too. We want to hear from you where you're at this month. What do you have left to do to reach your goal? What do you, maybe you've reached it, now you're going to set a new goal. You've got to evaluate where you are. I can tell you guys enough. I have gotten, the first 2.5 years of the business, I got so caught up in going through the motions. And I can promise you that anybody that's been in this business 2 years or more can say the same exact thing, that you get caught up in going through the day-to-day motions. You get caught up in like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And sometimes we just we forget to just stop and evaluate, okay, what have I accomplished this month? Who have I helped this month? Who was promoting this month? Who are my leads? Do I really know who I'm like following up with, or am I just following up? Do I have them written down? Do I have dates written down? So keeping track and holding yourself accountable. Now, I wish that we could all talk 24/7 every day about where we're at, what we're doing, but guess what? That's not realistic, because then none of us would work our business. So utilize your upline. Utilize your upline. Send them a message. And I promise you, if you message them every day, they will not turn you away. I promise you. I promise you that. If you send a message to your upline saying, hey, this is what I got going on today, just want to check in with you and let you know, do you have any feedback? Do you have any advice? It's not great. I promise you they will not turn you away. Okay? Any upline on here tonight will tell you to do that. Any upline on here will tell you. And if you don't want to talk to them every day, great, that's fine. Post what you're doing in the team page. Let somebody know what you're doing. Have somebody engaged in that accountability. Have somebody up to date of where you're at. Whether it's your upline or not. Whether it's a sideline, a downline, let somebody know. So think about this. Okay, the next part we're going to talk about is network marketing. Because when I first got started, I was clueless for about a year. I had no idea what a network marketer really was. I mean, I was a part of Mary Kay before it works, and a part of like this jewelry that I sold for like 3 days, but I didn't really know what like network marketing was. Like, what is a network marketer? Like, what is that definition, right? So when you think about that, every one of us is a network marketer. Okay. Every one of us is in network marketing. And I want you to kind of ask yourself tonight of educating yourself on what is a network marketer. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you what the definition is, because I want you to go find that out. So what is it? What is that? What is the definition of that? I want you to educate yourself this year on what a network marketer is. What is your definition of it? How do you perceive when you think of that? What do you see? What do you visualize? Who do you think of? I know who I think of. And it's books that I've read is who I think of when I think of network marketing, or it's successful entrepreneurs, or, there's so many things that come to my mind. but you yourself are a network marketer. You yourself have taken on that role of, I am a network marketer. I am in the network marketing industry. You've got to learn what it is. This isn't just your side job, sometime job, anytime job, whatever job. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, whatever. But if you take this business seriously and realize what you are really doing and take full advantage of it, you will truly see success in this business. Now, a book that I want you to get, if you have not read it already, is How to Become a Network Marketing Superstar. Okay? I want you to read this book. It will open your eyes to network marketing, the ins, the outs, the understanding. And like I said, it took me like 2 years to be like, oh, that's what I do? It is so good. That's what I do. Tana, will you write the author of who that is? Because I know you have it. Yes, thank you, Taylor. One of you guys. I know both of you guys have. Okay, so, and really understand, I don't even know where half my books are either. They're like all over the place. So really understand what you're doing. What are you doing? You know, you're not just posting on Facebook and you're not just signing loyal customers. You are a network marketer. Okay. You are a professional business owner. Act like it. Act like it. Okay. Take this business seriously, because then people will take you seriously in return. So when you're in your messages and you're like, oh, I don't want to sound needy. I don't want to sound like I'm this or I'm that. You are a professional business owner. And when you act like it, people are going to do that, treat you and return that same way. Okay. So regardless if you get a no or not right now, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing. It's with that person. Okay. So quit taking it so seriously and literal and being like, oh my God, they don't like me. I'm probably going to quit. My mom doesn't support me. My husband doesn't support me. This person. Does Subway close down when people don't go buy sandwiches every 30 minutes? You know, does Walmart close down because, I don't know. I'm just trying to give you whatever. Car salesmen. Do they quit their job because they don't sell a car every day? No. So realize what network marketing is, how to work it, realize the industry that you're in, and take full advantage of it, okay? And realize that when you take this seriously, you're not going to quit because that no. You're not going to quit because somebody gave up on you. You're not going to quit because this person that you thought was going to get you to Ruby or Emerald backed out and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to plan B. You're not going to quit because you are a business owner, you are a professional, and you are taking this seriously. So until you 100% own up to your actions, your life, your goals, everything and every aspect of what this business has to offer, you will not be successful. Okay? Bottom line, you have to own it 100% and take full responsibility of where you're at and where you want to be. So if you were to reach out to just 5 people a day, 5 people a day, okay? That's it. Say you just did 5 people and you either messaged the business opportunity or the loyal customer side, and you did that 5 people every single day. Did you know that you would talk to 1,825 people a year? Just think about that for a second. Just 5 people. 5 people a day. Now think about your chart. How close are you to that next promotion? Taylor and I talked today, and she talked about how close she was. So let me see here. So 1,825. 13 weeks that could happen. It's so crazy when you break things down. And if every single person on this Zoom just did 5 people a day, 5 people a day. Now let's do the math on that. 1,825 times 42. Oh my God, I can't even put my brain around this. This is just too big of a number. Can you guys all see that? That's how many people are, just you 42 people will be talking to 76,650 people a year. A year. If every one of us would just talk to 5 people, that's it. 5 people a day. reality check a little bit. If you want your team to do it, then you've got to do it. Okay? If you want to find rock stars, then you've got to be your own rock star. If you don't have any distributors under you yet, you've got to be so confident and so bold and so professional and businesslike that you attract those kind of people, right? It's the little consistent day-to-day action is what's going to get you to where you want to be. I'm not saying that 2 days a week, 5 hours each day, that's not it. That's not fun. It's not realistic. It's the day-to-day. The day-to-day. 30 minutes here, 10 minutes here. It's the day-to-day. Okay? Go ahead, Tani.
I just wanted to make sure when you say be professional, like you're not talking about walking around in a suit and tie and, hi, my name is Allison Stanley and I'm with It Works Global. No, just taking ownership and being proud and excited and putting in the time and effort it takes to be a business owner, not walking around and having a 9 to 5 and yada, yada, yada. Because I feel like people assume that sometimes. So I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, no, you'll never see me in a suit and tie, ever. So yeah, and that's also the beauty of this business. Rock your business. Wear your gear. Wear your stinking gear. Wear a Blitz card if you don't have gear. Wear your bracelets if you don't have gear. Do something to brand yourself every single day, everywhere you go. And then not only branding yourself, but being a product of the product, you guys. It is like, it's so stupid simple what being a product of the product does for your business. And I'm not saying you have to spend $500 a month or even $100 or even $50. One product. One. That's all I ask. One product that you get on and you love and you stay consistent with every single month. Just one. Okay? Then you have that story and that feedback to share all the time. And this brings to mind Jessica Pearson. She shared her before and after picture every single day for a year. Every single day. So if you don't have any before and after pictures or you don't have any testimonials or any stories, get your own. Get your own, okay? And something that I did when I first got started, you guys, is I didn't really understand the whole investing part, which you really don't until you take this seriously, the whole investing part of this business. But when I got my paycheck, I took I think it was like $30 or 40, whatever it was, out of that and put it into a product every month until I could do 2 products, until I could do 3 products, until I could do 4 products, until I could do 5. You know, you build up to that. So quit doing this whole comparison trap of, well, they're doing the 90-day challenge and I can't have any results because I can't buy the 90-day challenge. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. It's you finding that one product that you know you can be consistent on. I'm not telling you to go take Combians if you don't have stress. I'm not telling you to go take, ThermoFit if you hate it. Go find that one product that you love. I know some of you want nothing to do with the wrap. That's okay. But guess what? Your potential probably does. So being open-minded to what other people want, but then you having your own story yourself. I can promise you that if you be a product of the product this year, your business will double, if not triple, and quadruple this year. Because people want to see what this business is doing for you so they know it can do it for them. People want to see you using the products and you being passionate and believing what this company can do so that they can have that same belief for themselves, right? Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is our daily routine. And I feel like, so we talked a little bit about being organized. We talked a little bit about taking out, the whole I try, talking about, what a network marketer is, our goals. But I really want to talk about daily routine. I don't think we can't talk about this enough. We really can't. Because for some reason, we still can't figure it out, right? We still can't figure it out because we nail it down for 3 or 4 days and then we're like, okay, day 5, 6, and 7, it's gone. And then it's Monday, we're like, I don't know what to do again. So bottom line, again, you have to decide when you 100% take this business seriously, you will keep your routine down. Bottom line. Bottom freaking line. When you're not taking this business seriously and you don't want it as bad as you're saying you want it, then you're going to be all over the place. And you're not going to be organized and you're not going to know what's going on in your day to day. So a couple helpful things to help you with that and staying on track. And I'm not saying by any means am I perfect because holy crapola, it's like 11 o'clock at night and I haven't done a thing for my business. But guess what? I don't go to bed until I do something. Whether you have 5 minutes that day or you have 3 hours, you need to do something for your business. So I typically like to plan out my night the night before. And I know a lot of people do this. They'll sit in their, like, lay in bed or whatever, sit at their computer or their table and just plan out their day before. Okay? If you will write down what you're doing, 99.9% of the time, you're going to get it done. I mean, just bottom line, you're going to get it done. So those of you that have seen this in the team page, Denise posted this to-do weekly checklist. So like day-to-day weekly checklist, and it gives you like what to do day-to-day. If you would follow just this simple checklist day-to-day, your life would be so much easier and a lot more stressful, and you would enjoy this business and you would have fun with this business rather than sitting down at your computer and doing this every time, or your phone, and just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Scrolling is exhausting. It is so exhausting. Trying to find people to message is exhausting. But guess what? When you're organized and you're intentional, it's fun. It's fun. And then guess what? When you sign a loyal customer, it gets even funner. And that's not a word, so it gets even funner or whatever. But let me tell you this. Everybody always says, how do you keep your passion alive? I mean, I'm pretty sure like half of you have been asked that if you've been in this business for 2 years or more. How are you still excited? How do you still want to do this? What keeps you going? Enrolling loyal customers and distributors keep me going, right? Seeing my team be successful keeps me going. When somebody sends you a text on payday and say, holy shit, I just paid off our doctor bill, or I just paid our mortgage on time for the first time, or I just paid my car payment, it is the best feeling in the world. And guess what? You're going to want to keep doing it. Because once you sign this business, it's no longer about you anymore. It's about finding those people that wanted exactly what you wanted when you got started. A little bit more hope, a little bit more, month than check, right? Or a little bit more check than your month, right? A little bit more in the savings account, a little bit more in your monthly budget. Maybe that one vacation that year, maybe bringing that mom home to her babies. You've got to realize that it's the little things that you do every day that affects your entire month. So looking at this day-to-day checklist, like with Monday, it starts with Monday and it says 15 minutes self-development, inspirational post, add 10 new friends on Facebook, comment or like on Facebook for 15 minutes. Utilize Instagram if you have it. If not, don't worry about it. Product post, message 20 new people, plan post for the week, and business post. That's not hard. That's not hard. Bottom line, this would probably take you 15, 30, about an hour to do all of that. Now, you don't have to sit down in 1 hour and do all of that, because I don't. I know a lot of other people don't either. I have a 3-year-old. He's crazy, and he's like all over me 24/7. I don't have time to sit there for 1 solid hour and get things done. But you know what I do have? I have 20 minutes in the morning. I have 20 minutes in the afternoon, and I have 20 minutes at night. I can get this done, and so can you. Those of you that work, you can do it. 20 minutes in the morning, you can get up 20 minutes earlier. I promise you can. Because I promise you in 5 months from now, you're going to be thankful that you no longer have to say no to this or say no to that. You can say yes again. You can do that 20 minutes on your lunch break. 20 minutes. Usually have an hour, maybe 30 minutes of your lunch break. Do it while you're message 10 people while you're eating your sandwich. Then at night, when you're taking a bath or you're eating dinner, message 10 people, okay? Fit it in where you can. Not where anybody else can, where you can. Because I worked a job before this, and then when I stay at home, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? But we all have different things within that 24 hours. So don't compare your time to anybody else's time. You do what works for you. Then on Monday, I would also add in there the Show Me the Money call. I need to add that in there, the Show Me the Money call, okay? Then Tuesdays, we go to Tuesday, 15-minute self-development, inspirational post, add 10 new friends, comment and like, product post, message 20, customer care, and business post. Now, something that you can get caught up in is, I will say that this has happened to me, is that you'll get through the whole little check, okay, tomorrow, check, Check. This isn't like okay, I did my work today, I'm done. No, this is, okay, my work's done. Now I'm going to go live on my Facebook and I'm going to share my story. Now I'm going to go on the team page and I'm going to congratulate my team. Now my to-do list is done. I'm going to go out and blitz people while I'm at the grocery store. Have some fun with this business. Go live and do a Fat Fighter demo. Go live and I know Taylor did one tonight. I did one last week, the shake. Do a shake live. Leslie did one too. I saw Leslie do one. Michelle did one. Yeah, a lot of people have done live videos, and Kayla does them quite often too. They are huge for your business. Huge. Once you start to understand, ooh, good call. Hannah did it on her Snapchat. I always forget about Snapchat. Instagram too has live video now. Utilize that. That's something that I haven't done yet. So I'm going to try to work on that this week, is trying to do more like Instagram live videos. That's a whole different market than Facebook. But really, really trying to, oh my God, are you serious? Did that just start today? Oh my God, you can go live on Facebook on your desktop. My life just changed forever and ever and ever. Oh my God. How did I not see that? Did you Facebook or did you update your app on Facebook? Hold on, you're muted.
No, I'm all like trying to talk. No, I saw someone post a picture of, I haven't looked at it yet, but someone posted like a screenshot just like on their Facebook, and they were talking about how, hold on, let me see, because I think I'm on my Facebook
too. I'm like, okay, go to my main page. I'm seeing really.
But I don't know why mine
doesn't have it.
Mine doesn't show it either. And I'm just like on Safari. So I don't know. Shoot, I don't even know who. I might be able to find out who posted that. But no, watch out, buddy.
Yeah, definitely let us know.
But I saw they posted a screenshot of their page or whatever, and they like you could see the live option, and they were on a desktop. So I'll have to try to find out who that was and then see how they did that.
Please do. That'd be awesome. So, again, this can be very going through the motions, same thing every day, that sort of thing. But guess what? Put your own twist to it. Put your own twist to it. Put your own fun with it. Add in your parties. Add in your one-on-ones. Add in your play dates with your team. Add in your live videos. Add in your product, live videos. Go live on the team page and talk about how your blitzing just went. Make things fun and exciting. Talk about your goals. This isn't the only part of the business of little lists or like, it drives me crazy. And people are like, so messaging and posting is the only thing of this business, right? No. It's like a fourth of this business. Is it crucial and should we do it every day? Absolutely. Following up, posting, absolutely. But guess what? That can get draining and that can get repetitive. So you have got to fuel your fire and fill your cup. That's why we do team Zooms. That's why we do team trainings. That's why we do leadership retreats. That's why we do one team, one missions. That's why we do Ruby and Above things. That's why we do the fun in this bit. That's why we do conference. Like, hello, that's why we do these fun things, because it incorporates with the work, right? It makes the work worth it. It makes putting in that little extra time worth it every single day. So if you have not seen this day-to-day checklist, it is in the team page under albums, because I couldn't get it to do a file. It's under albums, and you'll see it right there, and you can print it off and have it for yourself. Now, the next thing that if you have not seen, but our corporate team added this to the documents tab of your eSuite, Network Marketing Superstar, Tammy, on Amazon. And it is called Jumpstart January Goal Sheet. Who has theirs printed off? Okay, I want everybody to print this off tonight. And maybe you take a picture of it and post it in our team page so we can hold each other accountable, okay? So let me read to you really quick what's on here, because if you have not seen this yet, you'll want it. So the first part of it is 10 people I know who have fitness, overall health as their New Year's resolution. 10 people, that's it, okay? The next part, 10 people I know who want to earn their way to a debt-free living as their New Year's resolution. Hannah, save it to your phone and then type it like your notes. And then have it on your notepad. Or you can write it down. Yeah. The next part is 10 people I know who want to earn their way to a debt-free living. And the third part, 5 people I know who I want to join my business. And then the bottom part says, commit, don't quit. Where am I going to be blitzing? When am I going to have my wrap parties? And how am I going to be working my social media? So again, it's the Jumpstart January goal sheet. When you have a plan of where you're going, you guys, like we talked about earlier, it's going to happen. It's going to come to life. So a couple things really quick. So when you are, you're going throughout this business and you're wanting to sign distributors, you want to sign loyal customers, bottom line, you got to fill your cup. Fill your own cup before you try to go fill somebody else's or before you try to bring somebody else on your team. Because you're almost setting them up for failure if you're not filling your own cup, okay? I have found that the distributors that were more successful that I signed, it's when my cup is filled that month. It's when I am focused and I am intentional and I know what I want, where I'm going, and I'm with it, okay? So now, when you sign that new distributor and you're getting them on board, a lot of times we say, what do we do? And I love the simplicity of this. When Lori and Quentin Conway said on the Monday night call, they said all they do, and this was interesting, I loved it, but they said all they do, they don't tell them anything. They can go do the training, they can do the things they want, but day 1, 2, and 3, all they say, 3 days in the business, is your job is 4 loyal customers. That's it. This is how you sign a loyal customer, but your job is 4 loyals. That's it. Because I struggle with this because I'm like, well, I want to get them started on their training and I want to get them, looking at these videos and this and that. But reality is, you guys, 4 customers is what gets them eligible for bonuses, what gets them eligible for fast starts, what gets them eligible for the conference promote coming out. 4 customers is a part of our steps to success. So Quentin kept saying, he goes, why are you trying to get them to do everything else when all they need to know right now is It Works Global, 4 customers who loves you, trusts you, wants to support you, help you, go ask for 4. That's it. Just 4. And get them to be a customer. Or a product tester. Yeah, just like Tony said, a product tester. Hey, I just got started in my business. I would love for your support. Do you mind helping me out and being a product tester for me? Do you mind being one of my first 4 customers? That's it. And I'm like, okay, Allie, this is where you gotta, no more information. None. Enough. Done. Okay? Because I'm like, okay, come on, Red, you got it? All right, good. You know how to sign for it. I'm like, no, they're not a Red. Just like slow down. They're not a Red. Stop right there. They need to learn how to sign the 4 and message the 4, things like that. So once you tell them, okay, your first goal is sign 4 loyal customers, and then your second goal is you're going to sign 3 distributors, and then the third thing you're going to do is you're going to do the eSuite training on the documents tab of your eSuite, and then you can also go to orders, and that's where you can enroll a new loyal customer and enroll a new distributor and a retail customer. And then, by the way, we have corporate call on Sunday night at 7 p.m. and Team Zoom at 9 p.m. And then if you haven't forgot all of that, Monday night we have our corporate call at 6 p.m. And then Tuesday we have our team training at 6:30. And then make sure you do this daily checklist day today. Okay? So let me know as soon as your training gets done. I would have ran so far, it's like not even funny. But people who can obtain that information really, really well, give it to them. If they want it and they're asking for it, give it to them. Okay? If they're like, okay, check 4 loyals, I'm done. A perfect example of that, I'm going to call you out. Ashley Compton was like, she's like, give it to me. Give me the information. I want to know it. I want to know. And I'm like, oh my God, she's going to be so overwhelmed. Like, I can't give her all this, but she wanted it. And guess what? She signed 6 loyal customers in her first 5 days because she understood the information. She wanted the information. It wasn't stopping her from getting started, but I have found that is one of the biggest traps to this business is we throw so much out to them. And then they forgot that first thing we told them to do was the 4 loyal customers. And then 7 days into the business, we're like, so how did your training go? And they're like, I haven't started. I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. Right? So all we want, don't even send them a chart, nothing at all. Unless they say, yep, 4 loyal customers, I got that. I'll send 4 people out right now. And that's exactly what Ashley did. And I was like, oh crap. I'm like, okay. And she was a runner from the minute she got in the system. She was asking questions from the minute she got in, and she still does. She reaches out, she asks questions, she keeps me updated, she knows what she wants, where she's going, And she's had people get in her way, you know, but bottom line, 4 customers. You can do an incentive if you want. I know one that a lot of people have been doing lately, which I think is pretty fun, is if you get your 4 customers in your first 72 hours, I'll give you a free product out of my stash. Because guess what? That gets them a product of the product right away. So if you got an extra product laying around, but you can't give them a free shirt or a free this or what that, you don't have to give an incentive. Or maybe you go to the dollar store, you get a notebook and a pen or whatever. Just, you can do that if you want. You don't have to, but all you want to say is 4 loyals. If they get those 4 loyals, you guys, they're going to take this business seriously. They will. Imagine if that's the only thing you heard when you first got started. Do you think you would have got started quicker or sooner? Right? I didn't even get that. So clearly I didn't even do that. But that's all you want. That's it. 4 customers. Okay. And then if they go do that in the first 72 hours, say, okay, great. You have just completed step 2 of the steps of success. Now let's talk about your goals. What do you want out of this business? Right? And then you can go from there. You can add in, say, let's start your training. But guess what, you guys? If they're already going to sign those 4 customers, guess who just went and did their training already? That person that just went and signed their 4 customers. They're going to take action because they're not going to try to sign 4 customers. They're already doing it because that's the only task and the only bit of information that you gave them. Now, when you tell them to go sign 4 loyals, you can give them some verbiage. You can give them ideas, post on Facebook, post on Instagram, call up your family and friends, send a voice. You can give them all that. That's great because that's just focusing on that one task at hand. The minute we throw in, we have corporate call, we have Zoom, we have team training. They already forgot that they're supposed to sign 4 loyals. Okay? So focus on that number one thing. 4 loyals, first 72 hours. And guess what, you guys? When you go diamond, there's this thing called the CAB bonus. And I know every Diamond Above leader loves it. And when you go diamond, you unlock the compensation plan 100%. So Michelle signs as a distributor under me, and I challenge her, hey, Michelle, you're going to sign 4 loyal customers in your first 72 hours. That's it. And if she's like, well, what about this? What about this? I said, don't worry about any of that. We'll get to that, okay? Let's just sign your 4 loyals. Okay. She goes and signs them. Michelle gets a $25 wrap reward. So she gets to buy a box of wraps or a box of facials for $25, you guys. We regularly get them for $59. So who wouldn't want that, right? And when she gets her first 2 with the wrap reward, I get a $100 fast start. But guess what? When you go diamond and above, you not only get a $100 fast start weekly, but you also get an $80 in your paycheck. So $180. Okay, hold on. I gotta do some math really quick. I should have done this ahead of time. But what's our minimum wage? Anybody know that right now? $10, $9, something like that. I'll just do 9. Okay. $180.
It's 11 now.
Holy crap. Okay, $180 divided by 11. What? 8 hours, 9 hours in a workday? I don't even know anymore. So that's 17 hours. Okay? That you just did on one thing, one person. But guess what? You're also going to get paid for the loyal customers in your paycheck. And then guess what? Michelle is probably like, oh my God, I need to go diamond. $180 for one distributor plus the income of those customers. That's called the CAB bonus. And that unlocks when you go diamond. You basically, what Pam always says is you unlock the license and the key to make money when you go diamond. So do it. And guess what? The way you go diamond is steps to success. The way you go diamond is simplicity. The way you make this happen is looking at the chart and having a game plan. It starts with Ruby. It starts with Emerald. And then it goes to diamond. Okay? Again, if every single one of us would take action every day and get the garbage out of our head, get the bullshit story you keep telling yourself that you can't do this and you're not worth it, and this person said no, and this person's quicker than me, and this person signed more loyal customers than me. I haven't signed a distributor all month. Who hasn't signed a distributor yet this month? Raise your hand. Okay. But guess what? I've signed 8 loyal customers, and I'm freaking pumped on every one of those 8 loyal customers. Guess what? We all have different strengths. So quit worrying about Well, this person over here just signed 9 distributors and I haven't signed any. If you've signed a customer or you've been on team trainings or messaging and putting in the work, you're seeing success. That is success. You're planting those seeds and they're going to come to life. So quit worrying about what everybody else is doing. Quit worrying about what everybody else is wearing or what products they're using, and focus on you. Focus on you from now on. 2017, like we talked about last week, is enough is enough. Get rid of the garbage in your head, fill your cup, and keep this business so simple that you're like, that's it? Really, that's all I have to do? Okay, I can go do that again. I can do that again. I want to do that again. Okay, I really want to do that again. I just signed 3 distributors in one night, right? So you're like, you're on fire. It's a ripple effect. And then guess what? You're going to become more passionate every single day. You're going to become more excited every single day. Then you're going to become more confident. And then you're going to have a little pep in your step. When you're going diamond, you're like, I think I got the groove to this. I'm going to go sign another diamond. Okay? It spreads like wildfire when you get it. So sit down tonight and get it. Sit down tonight and get organized. Have a plan of action. And realize that your success is found in your day to day. And remember what we talked about. If you need help, you better ask. If you're struggling with something, you got to ask. You know, if you have a success or you did something, you got outside your comfort zone, share that. If you sign somebody, we want to know. We want to hear from you. So be loud at all times. Really quick. So Tina, I just saw you raise your hand. Go ahead, Tina. You can unmute yourself. I'll mute you. Oh, there you go. Tina, can you hear me? Tina. Okay. Evelyn, I saw you raise your hand. Do you want to go ahead? Okay. Well, if you guys want to talk, let me know. Okay. Let's see here. The other thing that I was going to say really quick before we finish up, or if you guys want to add anything in, feel free to. But the other thing I want to say is we want to know what you need too. You've got to speak up about what you need, because then guess what? We'll do more trainings on that. We'll do more Zooms on that. Your leaders will do more live videos on that. You know, we have been in your shoes. We have been through that struggle. We have been through that success. We are here to help you and mold you into where you want to go. But we can't do that unless we don't, if we don't know, right? So you got to speak up about your wins. You got to speak up about your losses. You got to speak up about everything, okay? That sounds a little bit crazy, but okay, that's okay. Just speak up. Speak up about what you're doing, where you're at, and where you're going. Does anybody have anything that they want to add in or mention?
Okay, if no one's going to talk, I will. So Allie and I were kind of talking about this beforehand, but one thing, and I know that I've talked about The Miracle Morning a lot. If you have not read that book, that's also an amazing book to read. But I started that. So my day is a little bit crazy because, especially with these freaking snow days and all, I was on the Zoom, I got a 2-hour delay notice, and I'm just so over them. Anyways, I need my kids back to school. But I have 3 at home and then a stepdaughter as well. So having time during the day is just really not easy. And then my husband works kind of different hours on different days, and I never really know when he's home. So Miracle Morning has been huge for me. And I will tell you that I can do the Miracle Morning, which is the 6-step process, 6 different things to do. So silence, like meditating type thing, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and then journaling. Denise's weekly checklist, and then part of another checklist I do. I can get all of that, well, not the exercising. So besides the exercising, I can get all of that done in a matter of 30 minutes before I have to wake up my daughter for school. So don't sit there and think, oh my God, this checklist, and how am I supposed to get everything done? And there's just no way. And only people that stay at home all day can do that. No. It can all be done in the amount of time that you have. All of it. Okay? So don't overwhelm yourself. Don't look at these and don't think of all the stuff that you have to do and think there's just no way, I don't have enough time. Here's another thing I wanted to point out. On Denise's checklist, the things that are on every single day: personal development, adding new people, and messaging. Okay? Not following up. Not following up. Messaging. So when I read messaging, because she has follow-up on here a different day, that's reaching out to new people in whatever form you want to do that. If that's blitzing, if that's talking face-to-face while you're at work, phone calls, texting, whatever. But that's 20 new people a day. So make sure that you're doing that. Don't get in the trap of posting and following up, because you need to be reaching out to new people. If your follow-up list, I have a notebook that has hundreds of follow-up people that I have to follow up with. And they're stale. They take forever. Eventually they come around, but I mean, I have people that I've been working on for a couple of years. And if I just sat there and waited for those 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, 50 people to just kept following up with them, I would go nowhere in this business. So make sure that you're reaching out to new daily, that you're doing that personal development, like Ali said, to pour into yourself daily, whether that's a few pages, a Zoom, a YouTube video, whatever that is. Do those things, but know that you can get that done in a short amount of time. And if you're like me and you don't have time during the day, and Ali said this on another Zoom, give yourself 30 more minutes in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so for me to do that, that's huge. I've started waking up at 4:45 to be at the gym at 5 to work out for an hour before coming home, doing my morning miracle morning, and then waking up my kids. And then if I have time throughout the day, great, but I know that I can control that amount of time because I don't have anything else scheduled or have to worry about. So if you're overwhelmed or you have too much or you're working and you just have a crazy schedule like a lot of people do, isn't 30 more minutes in the morning to get 30 minutes into this business worth it to have an extra $300, $500, $3,000, $5,000 on your paycheck? It's worth it, guys. And that's a huge aha moment for me, is those 30 minutes extra to add $300, $3,000 to my paycheck. That's worth 30 minutes extra. So just make sure that when you have those 30 minutes, it's intentional. And when I mean intentional, it's personal development, adding new people, and reaching out to new people. Those are things that you need to be doing because that's how it grows your business. Because like Ali said, we get paid to enroll loyal customers and enroll distributors. So make sure that you're doing those things.
I'm glad that you brought that up about the whole messaging thing, because the follow-up will come in the process if you're messaging people. Okay. So I always try to take like extra 10 minutes every night and shoot out some messages, because guess what? If you message the night before, your work is done for the next day. That sounds crazy, but it is. Because guess what? Then you can do your checklist. So looking at your checklist of, okay, so what's tomorrow? Thursday? So Thursday, 15-minute self-development, inspirational post. Oh, wait, it's Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. See, this is what happens when you work from home. You don't even know what day it is. So Wednesday is 15-minute self-development, inspirational post, add 10 new Facebook friends, comment and like on Facebook 15 minutes, add new people on Instagram if you use it, product post, message 20 people, take photos for the week, and business post. Now let me tell you something real quick on this. So I know that tonight I will knock out the message 20 people the night before. Do you know why? Because then I'm not sitting there on my phone all day Wednesday trying to message people. The best part of this business is if you take an extra 5 minutes every day to prepare yourself for that next day, life will be so much easier. Because then you're not sitting there like, oh, I got to get my 20 minutes. I got to message these people. You did that the night before. And if you can do that at night, then you're just spending your time following up throughout the day, or you're spending your time answering messages throughout the day, because not everybody is going to message you back at the same time. They're not all going to be like, okay, it's 7:59 in the morning. We're all going to respond to your 20 messages right now. They're not. I mean, if they did, I'm sorry, because that usually doesn't happen, but they're going to respond throughout the day. So like Tony said, for me, I get up around 5 and I do all of my stuff. So I do like my personal development. I follow up with any messages. I try to do all those things before Nixon wakes up. So then throughout the day, I can still go grocery shopping. I can still go play with Nixon at Chuck E. Cheese or the park, or, you know, when it's summer, I can go on the boat with my family and if I want to put my phone down, because I put in that work already. I can sit down at the dinner table without my phone. I can go to bed without my phone. You know, there's things where you have to realize is that if you be intentional with the time that you have and just take a little bit, 5 minutes here, a little bit, 5 minutes there, and you do it and stay organized and stay on top of it and get your routine, it's going to pay off. It will. And you're going to find that niche and what works for you. If you're a night person like Alexis is, and she would stay up till freaking like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and we're all like, haven't talked to you in like a week because we're all up in the morning and she's sleeping, and we're like, okay, whatever. We couldn't figure that whole schedule out. And then there's some of you guys that are like, I'm up at 5. I got my breakfast done, my workout done, my coffee's done, you know, taking the kids to school at 7. Like, everybody's schedules are different. And so remember that about your team, is everybody has a different way of doing things. So you do yours, let them do theirs. Okay. And then you'll find your routine of when you, and I pretty much know with my leaders in my top 10, when they'll respond and when they won't, when they'll message back and when they won't. So, I mean, it's a part of learning and growing in this business as a leader and as a business owner, is that find that routine that works for you. You guys find that routine and just do it and stick with it. And the more you do it, the more you're going to find what you like about it, what you don't like about it, but don't just stop doing it. Find what you don't like, take it out, and keep going. Anybody want to add anything else? Or any other aha moments? Anybody have any questions or anything? No? Okay, so we will wrap it up for tonight. I will post the recording. Thank you, everybody, for being on. Have a great Tuesday night. Hopefully everybody drives safely. Has anybody been out there? I don't even know how bad or not, but drive safely. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, guys.